Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Friday Flips. I'm your host, Jacques Cousteau, and today we're flipping Take Off Your Pants and Jacket by Blink-182. Take Off Your Pants and Jacket, or Toy Page, was released in 2001 and was one of the most band's successful records. At the time of the release, the band consisted of Mark, Tom, and Travis, and were best known for their youthful approach to music, being nude and not being good at their instruments, except for Travis. This was an interesting flip because I wanted to kind of keep the same feel as the record and not completely flip it in a different direction, and it turned out kind of like an interlude, a non-existent interlude on the record, so I'll show you what I did.
They want me on time, yeah. I'll meet you around 5, said no shortage on life.
The first thing I took from the record was this bass from Online Songs. And the original bass part from Online Songs is here. Next I found a snare from one of the tracks. I couldn't really find a snare that was very snary, but I found this one and just cut the frequencies just to where the snare was hitting the most, and that sounds like this. That original snare sample is just here. So I thought it'd be fitting just to add a snare from the Travis Barker splice pack that he came out with. So that's layered with the snare that I found in the track, and that sounds like this. And I just put a bit of R-Box just to give it some grit, some saturation, and some transients just to make it hit a little bit harder. I added a hi-hat from the Travis Barker splice collection as well, and that just sounds like this. I just put a bit of de-essing on it, added some distortion onto the high end to make it hit a little bit harder, and some sample delay to give it a wider feel. And lastly, from the Travis Barker splice kit, I just took one of his kicks. The guitar part I took was from the chorus in First Date, like the da-na-na, and that sounds like this. I left the first original guitar hit the same, but transposed the second hit down 8 times and the fourth hit -5 times. And that original guitar sounds like this. I just wanted to put something in the background just to keep the song kind of floating around as it goes. And I found this part from Every Time I Look For You into Reckless Abandon, and that sounds like this. I threw 2 saturation plugins on, just with different settings just to give it some warmth. Put wider on it just to make it wider, and some reverb on it just to give it some space. And that original pad sample sounds like this. Just as a transition, I just added in this sort of ending of a song and just reversed it, and that sounds like this. And that original transition sounds like this. Okay, that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe and tell me what you want to see flip next. So thanks again for watching. I'm gonna go mix this and it's gonna play right after. So I'll see you later. Thanks again.